Hello again, and welcome back to House of Misteria. We will be looking at the Legion's Realms of War Titan deck. So we're starting off with Prometheus. The Eternal Spirit has a damage counter max of 80. The special ability is Gift My Strength, has a cooldown of 4 turns. Bloodborne 10, and it says target one Titan warrior you control, bestow +6 attack to the targeted warrior. The targeted warrior can make an additional attack this turn. So this is already looking like it's going to be a very, very strong build. Like it's probably going to be a very direct build, and it's just about attacking very, very strong, having warriors with really strong attack powers, making it difficult for the opponents to deal with them. So that's probably going to be this deck's playstyle from what I'm seeing with this warlord, which means the weakness would have to be removal by effects, from what I'm guessing right now. I haven't looked at the cards yet, so let's continue looking at it. Has magical attack, Fire of the Gods, deal 5 damage divided how you choose to your opponent's warriors, and then the physical attack is Fist of Might, dealing 6 damage. It's very, very strong. We got the Veil. We got the Veil of Liberation. Start of the game, Veil of Liberation starts with 3 Veil counters on it. At the beginning of each one of your turns, before you draw, remove 1 Veil counter from Veil of Liberation. If there are no Veil counters left to remove, here's a Veil. Unbound Realm. When this card is revealed, immediately activate the following effect. Search your deck for up to 2 Titan warriors with the attack of 2 or less. Conscript the search warriors to your side of the field. So right away you get to conscript some warriors in case you're running low by the time that the counter is done and you pierce the Veil. Synergy. Strength of the Overpower. Target 1 Titan warrior on your side of the field. Bestow +1 attack to the targeted Titan warrior. Then the targeted Titan warrior can attack an additional turn this turn. Power and Moxie. You can only play this card if your Titan warlord is Prometheus, the Eternal Spirit. If you activate this card when your Veil has not been pierced, pay Bloodborne 10, then pierce the Veil. If your Veil has already been pierced, search your deck for up to 2 Titan warriors with the attack of 2 or less, and conscript the search warriors to your side of the field. This card can only be activated once per game. Offer and Tribute to the Primordials. Bloodborne 2. Eradicate 1 Primordial Titan warrior from your hand face up. Then target 1 other Primordial card in your eradication zone. Add the targeted card to your hand. If this card is eradicated, you can target 1 Primordial Titan warrior with 4 or more attack in your eradication zone. Revive the targeted warrior to your side of the field. Creationist Power of the Primordials. When this card is first activated, draw 1 card, then eradicate 1 card from your hand face up. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 8, target 1 Primordial Titan warrior you control, and bestow +1 attack to the targeted warrior for each card in all players' eradication zone. If this card is eradicated, bestow +1 attack to all Primordial Titan warriors on your side of the field. Primordials Steal Godly Treasure. When this card is first activated, draw 2 cards, then eradicate 2 cards from your hand face up. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 4 and target 1 Primordial Titan's warrior you control. The targeted warrior gains Perish, which means you eradicate the top 4 cards of target player's deck face up. If this card is eradicated, you can pay Bloodborne 8 to draw 2 cards. Okay, so this seems to utilize the eradication zone to get boosts and effects. That's interesting. Gifts from Arion. Bloodborne 5. Target up to 2 Titan cards in your eradication zone. Add the targeted cards to your hand. If this card is eradicated, you can shuffle this card back into your deck, then draw 1 card. You can only activate each effect of Gifts from Arion once per turn. Strength of Atlas. Search your deck for up to 3 Titan warriors. Eradicate the search warriors face up. Then target 1 Titan warrior in your eradication zone. Revive the targeted warrior to your side of the field and bestow +6 attack to the targeted warrior until the end of the turn. If this card is eradicated, you can target 1 Titan warrior on your side of the field, bestow +3 attack to the targeted warrior until the end of the turn. Gifting of the Primordial Fire. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 8 and target one Primordial Titan warrior on your side of the field with the original attack of 4 or more. Double the targeted warrior's original attack. Once per turn, if you control 2 or more Titan warriors with an attack higher than their original attack, you can pay Bloodborne 8 and target one card on the field, eradicate the targeted card. You can only control one face-up gifting of the Primordial Fire. Titan Temper. Bloodborne 15. As an additional cost to play this card, target 10 Titan cards in your discard pile, eradicate the targeted cards. Wow. Target one Titan warrior you control, double the current attack of the targeted warrior. If this card is eradicated, you can reduce the damage counter max of your Titan Warlord by 5. Open the Primordial Pits. Bloodborne 5. Choose a number between 1 and 10. Eradicate the bottom X cards of your deck face up where X is the number chosen. Deal X -1 to target player's Warlord for each Primordial Titan warrior eradicated by this effect. If this card is eradicated, you can choose to activate this card's initial effect without paying the Bloodborne cost. Prometheus Sacrifice. Bloodborne 6. You can only activate this card if your Titan Warlord is Prometheus, the Eternal Spirit. Negate the activation of an opponent's fortified card that targets one or more Titan cards on your side of the field. If this card is eradicated, you can pay Bloodborne 6, add this card from your eradication zone to your hand. Pandora's Box. Bloodborne 8. Destroy all fortified cards on the field. If this card is eradicated, eradicate the top 2 cards of each player's deck face up. You can only activate each effect of Pandora's Box once per turn. Primordials Hold the Line. As long as this card remains face up on the field, all Primordial Titan warriors you control cannot be destroyed by the effects of a target player's ununified arrow cards. If this card is eradicated, you can target one Titan warrior you control and pay Bloodborne 10 to bestow +20 attack. Wow. And the targeted warrior gains blockade. The warrior cannot attack. Okay. You can only control one face-up Primordials Hold the Line. Primordial Call to Artemis's Moon. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 4 and target up to 2 Primordial Titan warrior on your side of the field. Eradicate the targeted warriors. At the end of the turn, you can conscript the targeted Titan warrior back to your side of the field. If this card is eradicated, you can target up to 2 cards in your eradication zone. Shuffle the targeted cards back into your deck. Rise of the Banished Primordials. Bloodborne 8. Target up to 4 Primordial Titan warriors in your eradication zone. Revive the targeted Titan warriors to your side of the field. If this card is eradicated, you can target one Primordial Unified card in your eradication zone. Add the targeted card to your hand. You can only activate one Rise of the Banished Primordials once per turn. Got the warrior with 1 attack. It's Indus Serpent, the Primordial Poison. It has Perish. Perish says when this warrior is destroyed or sent from the field to the discard pile, the controlling player may activate the Perish effect. Deal 3 damage to target player's Warlord. Pretty good. Worm, the Primordial Scavenger. It has Plunder. When this warrior enters play, the controlling player offers their deck to an opponent to cut. The opponent cuts the deck, and the controlling player draws a card from the pile the deck was cut to. You then return the deck back to its original position. The Primordial Numine Lioness. Attack 1. Recover 5. When this warrior enters play, the controlling player can choose to reduce the damage counter max, DCM, of their Warlord by the recover number, so 5. Sirius, the Primordial of Pride. Attack 2. No effect. Argus, the Primordial Courage. Attack 3. Brontes, the Primordial Power. Attack 4. Great Hydra, the Primordial Monster. Attack 5. Then we got the, I believe these are generics. Dismantle. As a cost to play this card, you cannot draw on your next Rainforest phase. Negate the activation of one fortified card on the field, destroy it. Severed Connection. Target one fortified card on the field, destroy the targeted card. Second Chance. Target one warrior in your discard pile, revive the targeted warrior to your side of the field. Pick up the Prowler. Target one warrior on the field, then target one warrior in your discard pile. Increase the attack of the target warrior on the field by the attack of the target warrior in your discard pile until the end of turn. Deflect. As a cost to play this card, discard one card. Negate the activation of one unified card on the field and destroy. So while it does seem like this deck wants to buff up their warriors and then attack with big numbers, it also seems like it's trying to achieve it by putting cards in the eradication zone and then being able to play those cards from the eradication zone. So that's very interesting. Let me know your thoughts on this build. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned here at House of Misteria for more Legion Realms at War content.